KC, ThankTheTrees, you know. I used to just go by KC, mainly more because I was in a group, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't necessarily feel like I needed like any designation to my name, but uh, since I spread off by myself, started rapping more by myself, I kind of put ThankTheTrees back there, just to designate me a little more, ThankTheTrees started as it was a label. Like I said, I used to rap with some people, and it was more of a label, but once we all kind of faded out, I just kind of took it as my own and was like, shit. I came up with it anyway, so fuck it. It's called No Tickets, No Skates, I'm looking for it to come out in April, maybe May. Definitely by May, It's a project I had been working on for a while. I'll say that it kind of came about. I always wanted to do something more professional than just SoundCloud. I had always just pushed my music on SoundCloud, dropped it on SoundCloud, and I wanted to do something that was more mainstream, that could reach more people. And my friend AJ, Aaron Jr., he was somebody that I talked to last summer, let him know, hey, I'm trying to do this, blah, blah, blah. And he helped me set guidelines as to like what I want to do, what I should do, in recording it. A lot of people might take 10 beats and make an album off those 10 beats alone and try to pick, he told me, if you really want to try to grasp the most amount of quality work, he was like, you should make, say you want 9 songs or 10 songs, he's like, you need to write 30 songs, he's like, you need to make 30 songs and pick from those 30 which 9 you like, don't make 9 songs and then be like, okay, these are the 9 songs, he's like, you need to make this amount. So I didn't record all the songs. I wrote a lot, and I wrote a lot, but if I wasn't necessarily feeling them or inspired by them or excited about them, I didn't go record them. There are a couple I ended up going to record, and afterwards I was like, that shit trash, and I just didn't want to waste too much money doing that. But yeah, the project's No Tickets, No Skates, man. It's a fun project, I really tried to embody the excitement I used to have for music, and the feeling I feel like started my interest in recording and making music. I kind of just tried to tap back into that energy I used to have when it came to why I like to record and what I like to record about it, and yeah, so it's a fun project. 9 songs? Yeah. So, the movie ATL, man, I'm a goofy motherfucker, and me and my cousins and my brother, and a lot of my friends, man, we just, there's like little things that are funny, you know what I'm saying? Like punchlines, catchphrases and shit. So that was always something in the movie ATL that we'd fucking laugh at, like no tickets, no skates, whatever. So that shit just always was something that made us laugh, man. And it was always something that, we thought was funny. So one day I was just thinking about that. I think I might have been talking to my cousin Miles, and we was joking, clowning, and I was like, man, that's what I want to name my project, and I feel like it represents the body of work because, if you see that scene, he's kind of flirting with this girl in a subtle way, with him saying that, with that being said, yeah, he kind of is flirting, and I feel like it kind of represents the project in a whole because, the project is fun. I'm not talking a bunch of shit on there. It is, has a lot to do with love. There's a lot of things with love and just the fun in relationships, the good and the bad in like relationships and just having fun with relationships, like, being somebody who, been through a lot. I feel like it just embodies, all the different emotions and different vibes you may catch from flirting and interacting with, women or whatever you're interested in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's really what excited me about it, the name, and then it helped me stay on the right path with the body of work I wanted to make,
Nice.
Yeah.
You have how long did it take you to kind of put all this together?
Man, it took me longer than I thought. I was shooting for like December to be done and be ready to drop and everything, but I didn't know what it, some of the things it entailed to like to drop on Spotify and Apple. So there's a lot of like behind the scenes things I needed to learn, because like I said, all I ever did was drop on SoundCloud, and I was real cheap with it and shit. So it just took a lot of some research and some other things to just learn what it would take to get my music on bigger platforms. And so with that being said, that, and then like I said, with the amount of music I needed to make in order to be satisfied with the project, and for this project, there was a certain vibe I wanted. I wanted like just like some up tempo, something that just pretty much made made people either want to move or something people want the vibe to. I didn't, nothing like sad or nothing that was necessarily down, or degrading. I wanted all the beats to be like uplifting and something that, just pretty much was an uplifting, energetic type of vibe, So, and then a goal that I had for this project mainly is to like pretty much reemerge. Like I said, I used to rap with a lot of people, and I feel like through that I wasn't as focused on myself as I should have been. I was pushing an image, a collective image, not necessarily an image for myself. And through that, I feel like since they don't rap no more, all these guys aren't as close as we once were. I kind of got lost in the shuffle, and having to like climb back up, and be like independent, So, and that was a couple years ago. I say that was like 4 or 5 years ago, and since then I just hadn't been as serious with it as I should have been. And life happens, and yeah. So through that, through this project, I would like to just, like I said, reemerge and get somewhere to where more people would want to work with me, and vice versa. I'd have the opportunity to work with other people through this, and through them thinking that this was dope, them hearing my project and being like, okay, yeah, this shit dope, from people that I used to work with, that I know, and, people that I haven't met yet. That's a major goal of mine, is to pretty much bridge some gaps and, make some new connections. Major goal.
I guess here's a question, like, who do you make music for?
I don't make music for niggas who don't get pussy. So those are the ones, like, what he say? So those are the ones I count on to diss me or overlook me. Yeah. But that's a direct thing. A lot of people want to be tough guys, and a lot of people don't want to, admit that they have a soft spot, or admit that they're, more than what they portray. Everybody want to be tough, everybody want to be flashy, everybody want to be fucking stunner man, but heartless, yeah. Like, we all got emotions, bro, and we all go through stuff. So I make music for people who not only relate to having emotions, but people who also I guess people who are comfortable with themselves, what I'm saying, are comfortable with, sharing, or comfortable with feeling something, what I'm saying, like people who are who it's easy to, I guess, like I said, somebody who can hear my song, hear something in a song, and be like, okay, yeah, I've been there too, what I'm saying? Somebody who's not necessarily hiding from who they are and comfortable with who they are. There you go. I make music for people who are very comfortable with who they are and their experiences, But this project, I feel like it fits with, or how it's different from anything I've done in the past. I took a lot of time, it took a lot of time and thought, and I incorporated a lot more people in making it than I have in the past. In the past, I'm not gonna stunt, it don't take long for me to write a good song, a song I feel is good. I can do that shit in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it all starts with the hook. I write a hook. If I like the hook, well, damn, I can write a verse, And a lot of my projects on SoundCloud, a lot of my mixtapes, man, were just projects back when I used to smoke and when I used to, party and shit. It was easy for me to be inspired or write something about what I just did last night or the night before, But with this project, I tried to make something more. My girlfriend had told me, we were talking about music, and, she put on this face. I was playing her something, and she made this face, and I was like, what's up? And she was like, long story short, she was like, you're talented, but I feel like there could be something more. And at the time, bro, that shit pissed me off. I was like, that shit, I'm not gonna front it. She knows, like, that shit made me mad. I was like, what do you mean there could be something more? I was like, you haven't even heard all my shit. But, you know, your first thought isn't always the correct thought, so that may have pissed me off, but it set me, like, it lit a fire under me, because it had my wheels turning. I started thinking, I was like, man, there is more that I could do, and I considered the body of works that I used to make and how they were necessarily a lack of substance in some of it. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to one project, you listen to another, and you can't really differentiate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this project sounds like this one. You know what I'm saying? They both may be good, but there's not too much of a difference in the substance there. So when she told me that, it really stuck with me, and I was like, I thank her for telling me that, because it helped me with this project to make something that was more, diverse and interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? So this project here is a shift in the way I think, with the creative process, to really take your time and to make something that you're satisfied with and something that stands out. I know this project here is going to stand out further than, anything I've done or anything anyone else is doing. You know what I'm saying? I hope it inspires people to, to take a risk, you know what I'm saying, and do something more than what they're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Really, and that's what I really, this project, I took the time to try to do something more than what I was used to doing. I'm fortunate for, like, my teenage years and the way I grew up, man, because, like, the friendships I have and the experiences I have, made me who I am, so, and that's one thing also, man, with making music now. What inspires me to keep going is because I remember that 14, 15-year-old kid and how passionate I was about it, and to stop doing it would be a letdown to him, to stop doing it would be a letdown to, a young BJ, a young C Crown, a young Kenny, like, we were all so, like, motivated, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, I understand we grow up and certain things die out, but I still have that passion, so I'm not gonna act like I don't. And I know a lot of people do. I know Kenny does. I know he still wants to make music and this and that, but it might just take something to, and maybe this could be it. Maybe my project could be something that brings a lot of people out of the dark, and make them wanna, tap back into what they used to love. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, I'm gonna shout out my boy Shelly Nix, man. Very inspiring young fellow, bro. Like I said, we started out together, and just to see the passion and the work ethic he has, you know what I'm saying? I know at the time he was making beats, he shoot videos, he DJ, at a time he was dancing, rapping, like just all around entertainer, man. And he's somebody that I look up to a lot, with what he's doing and the person he is, man. To see somebody grow up and, become a positive influence, man, that means a lot. I'm glad that, I'm sure that he would say the same. I'm glad I had something to do with that, with him being where he's at today, so that means a lot. And shout out to anybody who's watching this and, is as excited as the project and as I am, I'm happy to share it with you guys. I feel like it's something that people are gonna like, people are gonna enjoy, and it's not gonna be the last one, it's gonna be the first of many. I'm gonna take my time and make another one right after this that I hope drops by next fall, but this one will be ready, no tickets, no skates. It should be ready by May, no later than May. If it's not out by May, y'all niggas come looking for me, you know what I'm saying? Come knock down my door, chase me down, blow my phone up, but it should be ready by May, man. No tickets, no skates. I'm gonna have it on Apple and Spotify, and not on SoundCloud. It's not gonna be for free, but I might drop it on SoundCloud. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, be on the lookout. Follow me on Instagram, at KC O'Neal is my personal. Then I got at ThankTheTrees _music. I'm just gonna drop music content, musically charged content on there. But yeah, man, no tickets, no skates. It'll be out in May. Don't have an exact date, but follow me, man, and I'll have it on there, bro. Thanks again, BJ, for this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with me. And yeah, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying?